Oh boy, here we are. What's up everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I just spit on my lip. That's really gross. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa and I don't post YouTube videos regularly because I suck. And that's the tea. No, that is true. But I wanted to come on here to kind of explain my life a little bit and what's going on and all that stuff. Let's just hop right into it. I know I'm not super active on YouTube and it's 100% my fault. I'm working on it. It's just so much goes into like making a YouTube video. Like it's a lot of freaking effort. You have to come up with a video idea, you have to film it, you have to edit it, and it's a lot. So if I don't do it regularly, it's probably because I don't have time. But I'm currently jobless right now, so I'll have a lot of time on my hands. Although I really just want to play The Sims. I don't know why, but that's like what I want to do. Anyways, but I gotta stop saying that. If you follow my other social medias like TikTok and Instagram, you'll know that my life has kind of been all over the place and I wanted to explain some things. I was supposed to move to Utah like a few days ago and that did not happen. I'm gonna tell the story of how I got to this point, and if you guys want me to go into more detail and provide like receipts and messages, let me know. I can make another video. But basically, so wow, we have to go all the way back. Back in October of last year, I met someone on Instagram. She reached out to me and she was like, hey, I know this lady. She's really cool. She wants to do all this stuff with like equestrian and facilities and riding horses and helping her to develop like her facility and all things she wants to do with it. And I was like, cool, it sounds really cool. So I got in contact with the main lady and we had so many conversations since October. And I told Rick about it, obviously, and he, you know, was super down with it, super supportive, all that stuff. And so we talked in October and she's like, well, probably won't happen until next year. I was like, that's cool, that's fine. So I just kind of kept this like in the back of my mind that it could happen, but I didn't like share it or anything like that. I think I might have told like some people like in person about it, but I didn't really make it like a thing. And then in, oh God, February or March, I got a text from this lady but we had been texting and communicating through like Facebook Messenger since October. So I got a text from her and it said like, hey, be prepared to move as early as May. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. So now it seemed like real, you know? So the job was in Park City, Utah, and I was going to like move there. And there was a property that I was shown that had like a house and it had a little like barn and then like a little apartment above the barn, and that's where I would be living, above the barn. And I was like, this is so cool. And so I found the property on Zillow and just to kind of like keep track of it, you know, because like you never know. So like it was still like it had showed that like nothing was going on with it. Like it wasn't under contract, anything like that. And I was like, so like how real is this, right? So then the lady said I could move as early as May. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. But then COVID hit. And so we were all, you know, quarantined, obviously, working from home, all that good stuff. And so it got postponed due to that. And then later on, like a few months later, I got another text saying like, hey, July 28th is your move date. Like this is happening, you know, we're good to go. And, you know, I obviously consolidated with Rick just to make sure that like, you know, he thought this was a real thing too. And like, there was nothing that like made it not seem like it was a real thing, if that makes sense. Like it did not feel like I don't know. Anyways, like we were both convinced like, yeah, this is real. And so then 28th gets closer and I like texted her because I was like, hey, like where am I going when I like get to Park City? You know, like I need like an address. And she wouldn't give me a physical address, and she said that we had to move the date to the 2nd, or like I had to get in Park City by the 3rd. And I was like, okay, cool, no problem. So then I just kind of like waited. And mind you, by like the 28th, I literally had all of my belongings packed, like ready to go. I was about to get a tow hitch installed on my car. We were about to rent a U-Haul trailer. Like, we were going for it. I got freaking sedatives for my cat from the vet. Like, I was like 100% ready to go. And so then the crazy thing happened is that on like the Friday, I was supposed to leave on Sunday, and the Friday before I had like been looking at like the Zillow property that I was supposed to live on, and it had showed that it had been bought and that, you know, it closed on the 28th. And so once a house closes, you have like, I can't remember how this works. Once it closes, you can move in. Yeah. But like it can take up to 30 days for a house to close. But it had already closed. So someone had bought it. And, you know, that made me think like, oh my God, she bought it. She was serious. Like, wow, this is like really cool. And I was like pumped and excited. This was like the sign that I needed to make this happen. And so then I texted her like a few days before, and I was like, I didn't say anything about the Zillow property because like I didn't tell her I was like tracking it or whatever. And so I was like, hey, super excited to move on Sunday. I need the address of where I'm going. And she said, no, you have to wait until I call you, and I'll call you when it's time to move. And I was like, but you just literally texted me saying that like I can move on the 3rd or move on the 2nd to be there by the 3rd. And I was like, what the heck? And so she's like, I don't know, said something, and she's like, but I'll send you money next week for like your inconvenience or something like that. And I was like, okay, cool, awesome. And you know, there's so many ways to send money nowadays: PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, all that good stuff. So I was hanging out with Emily, and we were about to go, we were driving somewhere, and the lady called. And so Emily heard this too. So if y'all don't believe me, I'll get Emily in this video. So basically, she called and said that the property, because like the property had closed, you can go on Zillow and see that like it's closed, someone bought it. And she said that someone had bought it out from under her. And that is so hard to believe, especially like nowadays. Like, you don't just buy properties out from under people, you know? So that was sketch number 1. Sketch number 2, she asked if I had already moved to Salt Lake City. And I was like, no, I'm still in Texas. That's where I live. So I don't know who told her I moved to Salt Lake City. Also, why would I be moving to Salt Lake City if I was going to be moving to Park City? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And why would I move to Salt Lake City first and then to Park City? Like that, and who am I going to live with in Salt Lake City? That happened. And then sketch number 3, I had mentioned that I had a friend in Salt Lake City that was gonna help me move into my new space because like I can't do it all by myself. And then she like asked if they were like interested in like a job with her and blah 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 blah, like if they're horseback riders. And I was like, no, I don't think so. So that was kind of weird. And then the 4th sketch, or 5th, I don't even know what we're on. She asked for my bank account information to send me money. She was gonna send me $20,000. I was like, what? So she asked who I banked with, and I, you know, said a different bank name than what I do. And she's like, yeah, email me your account number and your, what's the routing number? Yeah, email me that and I'll send you $20,000. Which, let me tell you something, people do not, they don't do that. Like people don't just send people they don't know $20,000. And so I was really sketched out about this, and this kind of just like put everything into like, okay, this is not real. But the thing that I don't get is that we have been talking since October, and I just like, why? Like usually scammers don't let it go on for that long, and they're not super specific with like their scams. Like this was a really specific like an equestrian job, like directly targeted at me. So I was like really like freaked out. So yeah, the second she asked for that, I like looked at Emily and I was like, what is going on? And so then like we hung up and I was like talking to Emily and I was like, great, so like I'm not moving to Utah. So that was a really fun conversation. So I get home after hanging out with Emily, and like Emily's with me, and like we get back to like my house and Rick's there, and I like just start like crying and I'm like, I'm not moving to Utah, blah, 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 blah. And so then like we tell we tell him what happened, and he's like, oh yeah, like that's a scam, like that's not, no. So yeah, that was how that happened. So I was supposed to move to Utah. I was supposed to have a job there and a place to live, and everything just seemed perfect. But in the end, it was just, I mean, who knows? Like it could still work out. Like I don't think I would like move there. I think I would probably like fly out, make sure it's like real if it was still offered. I mean, this happened on like the 2nd of August and it's the 10th today, and I haven't heard a peep from her since then, probably because I didn't email her with my account information. So yeah, that really sucks. So I was supposed to move, and it's just one of those things, like, and like Rick too, he saw all the conversations I had with her. He was there for, you know, a lot of the phone calls I had with her, and it just seemed so real, and she seemed so genuine, and like this seemed like it was really gonna happen. And so that's why I shared it on social media, and I like contemplated it a lot on whether I should do it before or after, but my lease with Raleigh was ending, and I was like, well, people are gonna need some kind of explanation for that. And, you know, I don't want to say, oh, she's sending blah, 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 you know. No, it's because I was supposed to move to Utah, but then it all blew up in my face, like many things do. So yeah, that was amazing. So I'm not moving to Utah. So yeah, literally the next day, or yeah, because that was Sunday. So Monday, I literally unpacked all my boxes, put everything back where it goes, and was just like, wow, this really fucking sucks. So yeah, that was really, really fun and stuff. So for the time being, I am still in Texas. Some good things did come out of this whole like Utah move though. I finally quit my toxic job, which I am so excited for, which it's really funny because someone from there is watching this. So hi, hello, I'm getting famous. And you're not. No, just kidding. But so I turned in my 2-week notice when I was supposed to move on the 28th. And basically, and then I posted a TikTok about me because I was working from home, so I had to go to the office to get all my stuff. And so I posted a TikTok about me like cleaning out my desk and stuff. And someone saw it and sent it to management, and so then they like fired me. They only let me work a week versus like the 2 weeks, which is fine. I don't care. So I had a work phone, so I left it with them, and they're so stupid. They're just like the biggest assholes you could ever imagine. So I didn't like reset it or anything. It's really easy to fucking reset, just like hard reset it, like it's not that hard. And they're like, yeah, we need you to come back into the office to reset this phone because we're too stupid and can't figure it out. And I was like, well, you just do this, like it's not that hard. And they're like, well, if you don't come do it, we are going to take the amount the phone is, and deduct it from your last paycheck. Oh my God, like assholes to the max. So I did. I went in, I reset it, and the girl I was talking to, she's like, oh yeah, so-and-so said you're moving to Utah. And like, I didn't tell anyone. Like when I sent in my 2 weeks, I didn't tell anyone. I literally never mentioned it to anyone. And I, you know, obviously don't talk from anyone there because they're all a bunch of, you know, stuck-up assholes that don't care about anyone except themselves. So I was like, oh yeah, who said that? And she's like, oh, so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yep, I am. You know, I just kind of went with it. Someone out there is watching me, which, I mean, that's fine because, you know, my life is taking a turn for the better and you're still stuck at that job. So I hope you enjoy it because I am free and I am out. So yeah, I did quit that job, which was pretty great. As far as a job right now, I don't have one. And I don't really think I need to get one. I've been doing pretty good with, you know, my TikTok collabs, my IG collabs. Once I get back on track with YouTube, I can make money from that. So I do have, you know, money coming in, and it covers my bills. And obviously the more I do TikTok and IG and YouTube, you know, hopefully the more collabs and stuff I can bring in, and obviously for higher prices and stuff, which is really cool because this is what I've wanted to do for a long time. I don't want to call myself like an influencer, but maybe like a content creator. And so yeah, it's kind of cool that now I have all this like freedom and time to just kind of focus on what I want to and make this whole lifestyle more of a reality for me. And it's super cool. So it's kind of nice not having to go to like a 9 to 5 anymore. I don't know if I'm gonna get like, I've thought about getting like just like a part-time job or something, but we'll see where that goes. I just don't really feel the need for one because I just, you know, I'm doing pretty good for myself. So, you know, peace out. So yeah, that's really exciting. I was so happy to leave that job. Like, you've seen, I've made a few TikToks about it. So the other thing to mention is horseback riding. So if you know me, I'm an equestrian, and I was leasing Raleigh, and he was a great horse. As far as I know, the owners wanted to eventually move Raleigh out to their own personal property because they were boarding him at a facility. And when I found out I wasn't moving to Utah, I did not reach back out to the owners to see if I could lease him again. He's a great horse, 10 out of 10 recommend. The only problem I had was with, so like basically like a 12-year-old girl owned him and another horse, and then she obviously had parents that like, so I wasn't really involved. Like, I didn't really talk to the parents. I only mainly dealt with the 12-year-old girl. I know what it's like to be 12 and dealing with a 12-year-old, especially when it comes to horses, and you know, I would never do it again. So that's that. So I did not want to lease Raleigh again, just because I did not want to deal with that again. So yeah, I just let that go. But once I found out I wasn't moving to Utah, I reached out to a trainer friend of mine and was like, hey, I'm looking for a new horse. Just kind of want like a half lease or maybe like a care lease or something like that. Literally like the next day, so she has like a few clients, and she has this one client who has kind of an older horse that they were paying her to ride like 3 to 4 times a week. And because of COVID, they had to like retire early, and so they couldn't afford to pay her anymore, but they still wanted their horse ridden regularly for like exercise and stuff. And so it was just like the perfect match. And it could not have come at like a better time, if that makes sense. So I have a new horse. His name is Andy. He's an Arabian. He's 18 years old, and I just ride him 3 to 4 times a week just to keep up some regular exercise. And, you know, and I don't have to pay for it, which is Gucci. So yeah, so it's fun just to have a horse to like spoil and, you know, all that stuff. And there's so much opportunity because like she operates out of this, it's like a private facility, which is Gucci, because, you know, then I don't have to like share like my location or anything. I hated that. When I was a Black Star, if ever I wanted to post a picture of like me on their horse or with other horses, I always had to tag Black Star Sport horses, and I absolutely hated it. Like, I wasn't like very big at the time, not that I'm like very big now, but like there's some weirdos out there, you know? And like I've had a lot of people like message me like, hey, can I come watch you ride? And I'm like, no, you cannot. So it's just nice that it's like private, and you know, I don't have to like worry about people knowing where I am all the time or where the horse, you know, I ride is. And, you know, because like horse stuff is expensive, and like I don't want people to like steal anything, you know. Anyways, so I'm loving that. So that everything is just kind of working out. Also, some other really cool stuff that happened in the midst of all that. I got to meet Charli and Dixie D'Amelio, which was really cool. I won like a Hollister dance contest, and so Hollister sent me some goodies, and then I got to Zoom with them, which was really cool. It was like a group setting, and I got to like ask them a question, and they were super like cool and down to earth. And Charli D'Amelio followed me on TikTok. Like, she knows who I am. So yeah, that was super freaking cool. So yeah, that was super fun and super cool. I shared it on my TikTok, I shared it on my Instagram. I just thought, thank you. Another thing is I finally got a P.O. box. I have had a lot of people ask me if they can like send me stuff, and I didn't have a P.O. box and I didn't want to get one because I was like moving to Utah and I was like, oh, I'll just wait until I get one there. Then obviously that didn't happen. So finally got a P.O. box, and here's the address if you want to send me something. Just remember to keep it appropriate and all that stuff. I will do like PO unboxings on my YouTube channel or maybe on my TikTok. So if you want to get featured, let me know. I love watching like those videos, like unboxing hauls. Like I think they're so cool, and I think it'd just be awesome to like shout out some people. And yeah, and I really want to like respond back to people. So if you send me something, you might get a handwritten letter back. I don't know. Also, I have stickers for sale. Hold on. I have stickers for sale. Hooray. So they're just these little like blue and white ones, as you can see. It's super cute. Someone needs to teach me how to make stickers so I can make more stickers in like different prints and stuff. I really want to do like a rainbow one. Someone gave me an idea for a really cool like leg sticker. So if you want to buy a sticker, DM me on Instagram. They are $6 each. That includes shipping. So yeah. Anyways, I think that's done for announcements. So for things that have been going on in my life. I don't know. Anyways. I honestly forgot to like mention some of these things, and so this is me refilming it because I was like, I have to mention it. So I literally like tore everything down and I was like, shoot, I forgot that. So yeah, as you can see, like that. I didn't clean that up. So yeah, all right, now back to the regular video. I don't know, like, I think I'm still like a little like shocked or just kind of like, well, what do I do now? So I'm still trying to figure it out, but I'm just trying to stay positive, I guess. So yeah, and just live my little life. That's basically an update on me and my life. I'm still super active on TikTok. We just hit 800,000, which is so freaking crazy. Like that's insane. We're almost at 1 million. We're really close to like 60,000 on IG, which is so crazy. And then I think we surpassed 4,000 on YouTube, which is also really crazy. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for following me. I know I'm way more active on my other social media platforms than like this one, but you know, all that good stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for what's next in my life. I have no freaking clue. But yeah, we're just living life one day at a time. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great freaking week. Don't forget to follow me on my social medias. And yeah, I hope you guys just enjoy your day. All right. I haven't done a YouTube video in so long. I don't know how to like talk anymore. All right, yeah, I'm gonna peace out. So I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.